So, hello everyone, and welcome to Gavra Racing here today for a new round here for this Super League season. So today we are here around Mexico, a very, very famous track for its complicated corners around the circuit. So currently we are in qualifying in the wet conditions here on intermediate tyres. We are all on currently, and now Heblerino is the first driver with Kebab to start a lap on these inter tyres. Some drivers now joining along, but let's go for an onboard lap with Kebab Barrages here. Kind of a good form recently, really done good in qualifying. Sometimes was off the pace, but especially recently he has been quite on the pace. But let's see, can he continue that in the rain-soaked Mexico here in one of the most complicated sections, as we're now going up to right now. As you can see, just so many turns. Your rear tyres get overheated very easily as well. You just need to have a lot of patience and pretty much care throughout the entire lap section. But yeah, that is kind of the trend in the wet conditions. But we've still got a Unique J on the lap. But let's keep on going with Kebab here. 1 minute 3.8 in the middle sector. So still not that bad. But now through the final corner we go now with Kebab. He's going to go spin here. He's not. He's going to now keep it on the track, and now he's going to cross the line. It's going to be 126.6 currently, which is the target to beat. But that could get very easily beat. We've got now Heblerino now crossing the line here. Is he going to get a good time? He's really off here. But Tabby now crossing the line. It's only 5/10 though, so not that far behind. But Heblerino has got some time to catch up, but some drivers are getting used to the tyres and the conditions. As now we're looking at Born Evil here through the final corner, looking to do a good job. As you can see, they're having a big drift. K-Knock Steph here with just exactly 1/10 behind Kebab Barrages. Now Unique J absolutely beats that time by 1 second with a 1 minute 25.6. That's a very decent lap. But Boyd Voss goes even faster with a 1 minute 24.9. So now we're into the 124s, and could we go maybe even lower to the 23s? We'll see about that in the later procedure, as someone has gone very slow. As Unique J, I think something must have happened to the German, as now he's back on track, and he's now gonna, I believe, start maybe another lap here. De Hebler currently on the lap, I think his second lap here. As you can see, his intermediate has 1 lap, so that means that he has done a lap 100%. But now De Hebler is now going to try and push as hard as he can. As you can see, goes very deep. There's yellow flags. I think that's Red Bull K-Knock Steph. Yeah, it is. He's on the grass here. Just there, nearly stopped some drivers' laps there of Boyd Voss, and then the McLaren of De Hebler there, who's currently on the lap. Boyd Voss is slowly behind him, but I think he's slowed down now. As you can see, he has. But as you can see, De Hebler just does not invalidate there, goes a bit wide at that section. But through the final corner, crossing the line, it's a 128.7. And that is only 6/10 between the McLaren teammates, but Heblerino's invalidated his lap, so it's not very good at the moment. Jutsikev goes up into P3 with Tabby into P4. So a lot of drivers here setting some very good laps. That's Pierre Chou there at after the turn 1, 3 and 4 sequence, and he's spun, and I think he's broken his front wing there, so he must have a very big tag. Now he's gonna try and get everyone as much space as they can. As now De Hebler now will try and push the car here. Currently, who AK Bloody Legend says a 127.7 here in the Williams, just sneaks into the top 10. So there's a lot of drivers here who's still trying to get that time. Pierre is invalidated here, so he cannot unfortunately do a valid lap with Sarah Jamie Cyril here. He's gone very wide here through the double right-hander, so something must have happened to him. But now Born Evil through the final corner, 5/10 up on his lap at the moment, exactly 2 seconds off the time, but it's going to be just 800ths improvement there. Still with that mistake, nearly spun there at the final corner, and only just about gets ahead of Pierre Chou there, who's now just about to enter the pits with that broken front wing. But he needs to really watch out if he doesn't want to get his tyre off his Aston Martin. He's really got to watch out here so he doesn't get into anyone's way. But he goes into the pits, and the team will get him a new front wing to use. But Boyd Voss in the pits, I believe, with Jutsikev as well. So the Haas is currently with a 1-3, whereas the Ferraris are P2 and P6. So that's a very solid for the Haas boys and the Ferrari drivers. So this is a very good for them, as both of them are very, very quick constructors here in the Super League. But as you can see, it has dried up, so that is very interesting. So it's going to be transitioning into the dry conditions very shortly, which is going to be a very interesting sight here. So it will be dry here in a couple of minutes, as you can see, there's no rainfall, so it should be drying up very soon. And we've got Pierre here on the laps. Let's go on board with the French driver here, currently going through this very difficult sequence here. You really got to use the curbs at his best, but unfortunately goes very, very deep. And unfortunately, he nearly loses it as well there. So it's really difficult to actually get that area on its perfect. But Born Evil's retired. Born Evil, what has happened to him? Without onto K-Nox Steph. Hopefully the car doesn't disappear there, because we want to see what happened to Born Evil. But I think he must have crashed onto the wall. Yes, that's a very, very interesting way of how actually could be quite interested to see how Born Evil crashed there. I think he must have got a lot of oversteer and just hit the wall there. Eblerino still doing laps here. 4.2 seconds down, so really he's not on the pace here as he goes into the pits here. I think he might be out of fuel. Yes, he is. And Billy Meese as well into the pits. So some drivers now considering for the soft run, as Alpita through the entire double right hand. He's got to watch out for JMB Cyril, who's coming by here on the lap in the the AlphaTauri at the moment. And as you can see, hopefully the AlphaTauri can do better here in the Mexican Grand Prix, as obviously this circuit can be very crazy. Some drivers can really promote, but as you can see, JMB Cyril has actually locked up his tyres and has went very, very deep into that corner. Unfortunately, that's not good for him for his lap. But now everyone is going out on the softs here because DRS is now enabled, so that signifies that you can use now the DRS. So it's now soft. The weather is pretty much for softs now, so the inters now are going to be useless here. And now everyone, you will be expected to see the drivers on going for the softs, as there will be the better tyre at the stage. It could rain again if that somehow happens, but I think it will stay dry now for the rest of qualifying. But as you can see, Boyd Voss really going to try and get that time up into the maybe 14s, maybe the 15s. Now we'll see though. But as you can see, Jutsikev here moves up into P2 here on the inters, so very interesting. Can I join the Discord and comment there also? Well, I think for this race it's too late to commentate, but I'll give you the link to the Discord now. But yeah, just join that Discord, and then you can just basically DM one of the people, and then you'll get into touch with them if you want to commentate. Right now, I think it's a bit too late to commentate right now, because obviously it will be too much to do, but not meaning like that, but yeah, but next week we'll definitely there'll be space for you, definitely 100%. You will be able to commentate for next week. But yeah, so Jutsikov now going into the pit here, but now let's go on board with Boyd Voss here. As you can see, he's really pushing as hard as he can. As you can say, wow, very good. And as I just said so many times, as you can see there, because that was just very, very good. As you can see, he's pushing the car to its absolute limit here. He knows how to drive. Okay, we're joining. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. But yeah. As now Boyd Voss crosses the line, it's going to be a 118.9 at the moment. That could go even faster. The Hebler 2.9 seconds off the pace on the softs, but everyone else is going on the softs now to do a lap. But yeah, join the Discord, and then yeah, very interesting. Yeah, exactly, Shortbread. Very interesting conditions. Oh, and Boyd Voss has had a bit of a tag of the wall there on the right hand side, and that could have been very bad. It was kind of Born Evil kind of crashed like that, but on the left hand side, which was quite interesting. Someone's off, and now someone's made a big jump as Heblerino into P3, 3/10 off Boyd Voss. That's a very good lap. Someone is off though. I think it's Piero, not even Piero, and I think that could be AK Bloody Legend. I think that could be. James Israel has grass in his tyres, so I think he must have cut the entire track. The turn 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whereas we've got Boyd Voss here still going for a lap, but unfortunately he cannot do so because he's invalidated, so he cannot do a lap pretty much, because it will be invalid of track limits. Obviously track limits are very, very easy to break. There are so many corners you can violate the track corners. But hello to everyone currently watching the stream or tuning in. We're here for the Mexican Grand Prix. Currently in changeable conditions here in qualifying. Was wet at the start of the session, but now we have transitioned to the dry here. As you can see, everyone is now on the softs here, but our pizza actually tops the timesheets here with a 1:17.7, and times will get ramping up very quickly because the conditions change very quickly, because the track temperatures might change, and definitely everything else will change 100%. But Boyd Voss currently in P2 now as it stands, but we've still got a lot of drivers here who can do better lap times. Yeah, but K-Nox Steph here on a lap, purple middle sector for the Red Bull driver. Now let's see what he can do here. Through now the hairpin into the stadium section. Now he's really got to compose the car, as you can see, nicely done there from K-Nox Steph. And now through the final corner, he's going to now push the car and make sure he gets it nicely tucked in, and it's going to be provisional pole then for K-Nox Steph here, who currently takes P1 with a 1:17.4. As good evening to D.I. Lego, Kevin, whoop, yep. We'll see what he can do here. Currently, let's go on board with him actually for this lap here. As you can see, he's 2.5 seconds up in the first sector at the moment, so he's doing very good here, as you can see. Now through the double right-hander, gets a nice exit here, shifts up through the gears for traction, and now through this very complicated section here, you've got to use the curbs, otherwise you won't get the time you want. And now it's just flat out here, as you can see. Jutsikev really does a nice job with that. But now Jutsikev now into the stadium section with the hairpin following up, and now he should just line this up nicely, not make any mistakes, And now through the final corner we go now with Jutsikev, and he crosses the line to 15.0 at the moment, and that is not the track record for this week. I think it was a 14.9 or 14, no, 1 minute 14.4, so you could see quicker times, yeah, especially from Boyd Vos, but there could definitely be quicker times. Yeah, as you can see, Jutsikev has held back, so I don't think he'll be doing another lap here. Steph is doing one, Boyd Vos is doing one, but yeah, we'll see what will happen. Yeah, Unique J is on a lap, Love Drive's on a lap, but let's go on board with Unique J, who can take pole position here. We'll see, he's currently setting the purple first sector here, and he's going to try and push the car here so he can get that pole position for this race here, which can be crucial for not for track position. Overtake is very, very easy round here, but now, as you can see, the checkered flag has been waved just now, and as you can see, Billy Musu goes into P2, so you see a lot of drivers going up and down the grid as we speak, as now Unique J through the middle sector, purple middle sector again, so Unique J really flying through. But now, as you can see, Unique J now goes into provisional pole with a 1 minute 14.9, and that is a very good lap from him, and he takes provisional pole but does not beat the track record, unfortunately. But Boyd Vos is still on a lap, as you can see through the final corner. It's going to be a 14.8, and that is going to probably give him pole position. Can anyone beat that? Tabi is going to be very just ahead of Kebab here. Pieshu is slowing down. Heblerino goes up into P8 in the top 10. Hebler still is going to try and get a lap into the cards. Yeah, Pierre has jumped up to P9, and then De Hebler jumps into P10, and that is going to be a top 10 for De Hebler there. 2 McLarens in the top 10. That is going to be quite a good result for them. But flat left, Pieshu, Kane Steph, JB Surreal will be at the back. Outside the top 10, we'll get a free choice of tyres, but that is qualifying. That is the qualifying session done and dusted, and now it will be the Grand Prix to judge now. So it's going to be Boyd Vos taking pole position after a very, very good lap, but from the Freshman League champion Unique J by about 1.5 tenths behind, with Jutsikev with only 2 tenths behind the top 2, with third position. Tabi Dobdek's 4th, Kebab Barrages 5th, Billy Musu 6th, RP to 7th, Heblerino 8th, and then Piero 9th, and then De Hebler finishes out the top 10 with a 1 minute 16.2. Flat left, Pieshu, Kanox and JB Surreal finish the top 10, who finished qualifying. And then Bon Evil, AK Bloody Legend, and Schulper, really interesting, with no time. I believe he couldn't manage himself to get a time, or maybe he had a penalty which gave him a qualifying ban, following maybe issues from earlier. But Bon Evil, AK Bloody Legend have retired from the session earlier. They both have crashed. Shortbread has not set a time, I believe. But as you can see, Born Evil, aka Bloody Legend, Shortbread have retired, but that is qualifying. And now we move on to the race very shortly if we do get to that point. But yeah, whereas now we'll quickly give you the championship standings as now we wait. But yeah, now I'll quickly have a look. So, for the Drivers' Championship, going into round 7, we have got Unique J leading the World Drivers' Championship with Boyd Vos taking P2 with 96 points. Fastest mat rests, third with 71, Jutsikev 65 points in fourth, Kababarjas fifth with 56, Piero sixth with 43, Heblerino seventh with 34, Arpita 1 point behind in eighth, and Born Evil ninth with 31, just 2 points behind Arpita, and the Shortbread round off the top 10 in the Drivers' Championship. And then for the teams championship, the constructors, we've got Ferrari leading with 167 points against their name, and then we've got Haas with second position with 120, and Alpine third with Red Bull just 1 point behind the Alpine team, and then with Alfa Romeo and the Switzerland branded team, with just only 3 points and 4 points behind Alpine and Red Bull, with McLaren fifth, and then Mercedes sixth, just 3 points behind the McLaren, with Aston Martin seventh. With let's see what can the Silverstone outfit do in this Grand Prix, with Tabby Dopdex up in the top 5. So really a lot of points can be salvaged here for Aston Martin, with Williams with 23 points. And then we've got AlphaTauri at the back foot here in this championship. But now I will give you some track facts about Mexico, as we all do. As I'll quickly let's get it. So this track is called the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, with the track length of 4.304 kilometers with 17 turns, and it is, I think, and the length if Piero bought. Okay, I'm not going to read that one. But yeah, the first held Mexican Grand Prix was in 1962. But yeah, it is a very, very interesting circuit. It is around, I believe, 2,000 meters up from sea level, so it's a very high sea level, but also, yeah, 2,240 meters above sea level. And it's the highest track on the current F1 calendar, with Brazil being the second highest with 765. But it's a very long run down to turn 1. It is a very long run down to turn 1, so we could see a lot of chaos at the start here. Turn 1 does tend to be quite chaotic as well, but now we'll quickly just give all the telemetry and the data, but I'll quickly look at the chart. So it was that's no problem. It was that is fine, but now getting ready for lights out, and away we go for this Mexican Grand Prix in the Super League, as now Boyd Voss gets a good start, but Uni J gets a very good start as well, as now they're going to be side by side. The championship protagonists are now side by side, with Jutsikev is going to be nearly 3 wide, but Uni J down the inside of Boyd Voss into turn 1 and 2, but Boyd Voss takes the lead, but Uni J trying to switch back here. There's a lot of chaos going at the back. Tabby Dopdex has made contact here and is back, 15th after starting from 4th. Alpita now down the inside of Heblerino. Heblerino doesn't defend that, and Alpita into the top 5 here. But everything looks clean at the moment. There's a lot of drivers going up and down here. Someone's got no front wing. That's Tabby Dopdex, no front wing, and it's a virtual safety car after all that will happen. But I think Tabby Dopdex might have made contact with someone and lost his front wing here, so this could kind of help Tabby here get his front wing in, as the flat left gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring error flags, as well as JMB Surreal. Shortbread slowing down here, not sure why. JMB Surreal starting on the hard though, interesting. I think he's got damage. I think that AlphaTauri has a bit of damage. Yes, he does, end plate damage, and that is very unfortunate. for him. 2 seconds. Sorry, I just had to clear up my voice, as it was kind of a deep one. But now VSC will, I think, end very short. I think it's ending now because everyone's speeding up now. But it's now going to be restarting very shortly. But we're slowly still going. But I think we're not exactly going here. Boyd Voss really ahead here. 1.1 second now is the margin. But now Unique J has closed down at the right moment with 4 tenths. As you can see, Unique J has really closed down here. The gap was 1 second of VSC because obviously some drivers go quicker or slower. But now Unique J will try and push the car. As you can see, he's not got the grip he wants compared to Boyd Voss here. And now we will see Pierre, man, what job. He's currently in the top 10, so he's doing a great job, so I'm not sure. But yeah, he's still in the top 10 though. He's doing a great job at the moment. But now Unique J sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 20.0. But now, guys, Billy Moose is setting a quicker one. But now AK Bloody Legend with a 1 minute 19.3. So drivers are setting quicker lap times. But I think Shortbread will set the fastest lap time with 1 minute 19.0 here. And I think everyone else at the back are currently on pitted laps. So some drivers will have 1 minute 30s, 40s on their timesheets. But Boyd Voss is currently P1 here with a 6/10 gap to manage here, and he's currently trying to evade that and try and get to a 1 second margin as quickly as he can. As you can see, gets a bit of a mistake there, and that kind of helps Unique J because DRS is now enabled, so drivers can get a lot closer to each other in a very good style here. Now yellow flags down at turn 6. Oh, that is De Hebler, and that is very unfortunate for the McLaren here, and Tabby just gets ahead of the German. And now Jutsikev gets the fastest lap of the race here. We're 1 minute 18.5, and the top 3 are very tightly packed into each other. But Jutsikev closer now. As you can see, now Unique J going for the move down the inside of Boyd Voss. Boyd Voss leaves the room, but now Unique J is going to try and go for the switchback. As you can see, he nicely does it, but he's got Jutsikev behind him here, who's kind of compromised himself. But now Unique J does not have DRS though, and now Jutsikev is now going to fight with Unique J. Unique J is now going to try and fight back against the Haas, and he's going to try and prevent the Haas 1-2. They're still side by side. This is a nice fight. Unique J is trying to stay in there, but he can't get in there. Unfortunately, he has to wait for a bit, and that kind of helped Boyd Voss here because both of them were scrapping for the lead there, but Jutsikev helping there, so the Haas teammates are now going to try and work together here. But Kebab is going to try and get closer. As you can see, he goes very deep there, and that could lose him a lot of time. And yes, it kind of has Pierre Chou here close to Billy Misu here with only a 2/10 gap. You could look for a move here on Billy Misu. Billy Misu's not that close for a slipstream, but I think his car is very good streamlined. As you can see, Pierre Chou is slowly going back. He's trying to look for a move. And let's see, Pierre Chou had an incident yesterday around this area, but let's see if that could happen today. In the future, but now Jutsikev has actually got ahead of Boyd Voss as we speak, and now is into the lead of this Grand Prix, and we've got Unique J around behind the both Haas drivers here. JB Cyril gets the first 3-second time penalty of this race, I believe, yes, this race for corner cuts, not for track limits. So we haven't had a track limits penalty yet, but for corner cutting. So So JMB Cyril, unfortunate for him, as you can see, he's P16 at the moment. But now the Haas drivers are very close to each other. I don't think there's any team orders for the pair of them at the moment. And I think Kebab won't get in this fight. I think he's going to try and pretty much look it for himself. Jutikev sets the fastest lap here. And as you can see, look how much ERS Boyd Voss has saved compared to Unique J. He's got around 76%. So that means just shows how much ERS he has saved at the moment compared to Unique J here. Was trying to push the car and try and get close, but Boyd Voss can get Jutikev here. But Boyd Voss, I don't think he's going to look for the move at the right now. As now the Hebler is going to try, and unfortunately gets a 3-second time penalty there, so I can't misjudge myself, but the Hebler gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, pretty much track limits. And now Jutikev is going to try and now defend here. Unique J is a lot closer here to Boyd Voss here, so we could maybe see a bit of an attack from Unique J, but Unique J doesn't have the ERA which Boyd Voss has at the moment. But yeah, so now AK Bloody Legend is going to try and maybe go for some moves here in the future. He's got around 2.4 seconds, which is quite a big gap, but he can get that reduced in a very good time. But now Boyd Voss is going for a move on Jutikev. Very easy move there with the DRS and gets the lead from Jutikev, and now moves up into the lead. But Unique J can still maybe go for the overtake on Jutikev, but I don't think he's close enough for the move. Jutikev is using his ERS, but it's not close enough to get a move on the Haas driver. Ahead of him, his teammate, but they're still battling really hard here, so it's really getting intense here between the three of them. As UDJ is just sitting behind here, waiting for the good moment to go, but still we're waiting here for an opportunity. But as you can see, Jutikev has slowly gone back. Flat left gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As now Kebab slowly now gets into pretty much a league of his own now. He's just pretty much now chilling. He doesn't have to really work for his tyres. He can just pretty much slow down. Some of these yellow flags in the back, that is K-Nox Steph at just before turn 8 and 9, so unfortunate there for him. As now still nothing between the top three. It's still very close, but Boyd Voss is close now to the lap car of the Hebler here. So, but the Hebler will have blue flags, but the Hebler's an AI. Oh no, he's an AI because he had blue flags, so the Hebler will let him pass very shortly. And yeah, as now Boyd Voss still trying to defend here. He's going to push as hard as he can through this section. It can really go into absolute calamity here through this section. It can happen. Someone has spun, and that is Kebab. And does he have any front wing damage? That's the big question. And he's just gets overtaken, and he's behind flat left here. That's not good for him at all. And now the top Jutikev and Unique J go into the pits for new tyres, and Boyd Voss stays out here. But still, our Peter now will get P2, and now we'll try and defend from Heblerino with the DRS, who's got no battery at all here to help him overtake. That's all, but he's got around 10%, he's got 13%, so he can use a bit, but now he's out of charge, so he's going to try and push as hard as he can But unfortunately, he cannot overtake our Peter there, as well as now we're on to the right-hander, double right-hander, and still nothing. But De Hebler gets another 3-second time penalty and multiple warnings. It's not a very good race for him at the moment, following the problems he had in this Grand Prix. But yeah, so De Hebler is at the back here, 17th, so he's going to hope for a safety car definitely, as well as J&B Cyril, Bon Evil and K-Nox Dev, as they're going to hope for the safety car at least to get them back in this race. Piero into the pits, Boyd Voss going out of the pits. So where is Unique J and Boyd Voss is ahead of, gets behind Jutsi Kev, so the undercar has nicely worked, but he's on the softs, interestingly, Jutsi Kev, and Boyd Voss is on the mediums here, so he's going to try and go to lap 12, 25 or 26, 27 to get those tyres for a new pit stop for soft tyres, which will be the case for this strategy for Boyd Voss as well as Unique J. But Unique J is just about a second behind Boyd Voss here, I think. And then now let's just quickly see the warnings. So, Jutsi Kev, 1 warning. Boyd Voss, 3 warnings, but 1 could be with collision, as well as Unique J here. So it could not be maybe, or Boyd Voss a flat left of battling here. And Boyd Voss gets the move done. That was crucial. That was very crucial. But now, Unique J needs to get past flat left here if she wants a chance. Someone has spun at the section. That is Jamie Cyril hitting the wall there, like kind of similar to what Boyd Voss did. Unfortunately for him, as flat left now into the pits here, as well as our Peter here for a double stack at the Alfa Romeo team down in the pits. As meanwhile, we've got a nice battle between Kebab and Piero here. Piero's closing very quickly on AK Bloody Legend here. Is he going to go for a move? Yes, he will. He's going to go to the outside and into turn 1. He is ahead of the Williams into turn 1 and gets the move done. And Piero is moved up to P8 now on the mediums, and now he's going to try and defend here, but now there's yellow flags at sector 2. Kebab diving down the inside of AK Bloody Legend. He's going to try and stick around the outside. He sticks it, and he nicely does, and now they're going to be side by side. J&B Cyril crashes out there, unfortunately, and that is not very good for him, and I think he might have hit the wall quite hardly there. And now quickly see J&B Cyril, and yeah, he has hit the wall there quite heavily, and that, I don't think that will be a safety car, which is the best news. That but not the best news for the drivers at the back. The J&B Cyril has retired from this Grand Prix, unfortunately, and that is AlphaTauri out of the proceedings. Unfortunately, for any points in this Grand Prix, there's no other AlphaTauri to take over. He has the other one, I don't think, couldn't attend, or maybe there is no AlphaTauri seat, so yeah. But as you can see, Justy Kev now challenging Billy Musa here for the lead. He's going to try and go for the move. He is going for the move now, and Billy Musa is going to stay side by side. There's contact, big, but now Boyd Voss is going to try and follow on. Billy Musa, there's contact between them, and they're side by side through the section. It's a very dangerous section. Billy Musa is defending here, I think, and as you can see, and Boyd Voss hits him, and now Billy Musa gets spun around. And that is very unfortunate, but I don't know why Billy Musa was defending that position. Because he was a pit stop behind. He could have focused on his own race and let them pass and race. But that has now let Boyd Voss back, way back. I know this is given Unique J, a bit of a heads up here, and really helped him. Billy Misu goes into the pits now. And for fresh medium tyres there, as now he'll probably get ahead of Piero. Or maybe just ahead of Kebab here. Maybe Tabby? I think that could be the case. Yes, he is just ahead, but they're going to be side by side actually. Bon Evil's retired, and that is a safety car. And that's probably a big crash for Bon Evil. And that is going to be the first safety car in this Grand Prix. So two safety cars in total, the VSC, the virtual safety car at the start, and then the safety car here at lap 13 in this Grand Prix. As now this could really shake up the grid here, so drivers will be very happy, especially Heblerino here, who's actually was going to probably pit this lap, but now safety cars come out, so now he will hold track position for P4 there. And now Unique J gets a 3-second time penalty because the track limits before entering in the pits. Sorry about that, but now Boyd, and this was a double stack here, and now it's going to be Boyd was actually getting front wing damage there. Very uninterestingly, because of that contact with Billy Misu there, and now Boydvoss is going to get ahead of Shortbread quite comfortably. Peter's P2 now with that because of him pitting, but now he's going to be ahead of Unique J, Heblerino, and Boydvoss here, so this could be a very interesting one heading up to this Grand Prix. But yeah, so now the safety car will probably peel in next lap, or maybe in 2 laps, we're not sure, but probably by end of lap 16 the safety car will go in. So we've got a lot of drivers here who need to catch up to the grid. Here as Shortbread now up to P6 here, Piero in P10 now after a bit of chaos for him at the start as well. So Piero now will try and now, as you can see, he's now on behind the drivers now, and now everyone is going to slowly approach the drivers here. But as of right now, Kebab Barrages is going to try and fight as hard as he can so he can get a very good position here, because it's very important that he does get a good position, but if he doesn't, then it could be a very, very bad race for Kebab Barrages here, as now we're on to lap 15 of 36, so we got a long way to go here still to the end of this race. And now I think now the Hebler needs to slowly catch up here. There's Pierre Chou here, as I believe we could. As you can see, Pierre Chou has catched up now to the safety car Now pretty much everyone except for the Hebler needs to catch up here, and there will be no safety car going in this lap. So next lap we will be going in, and the safety car will be going in, and we'll be going back to green flag racing for the second time this race. As you can see, the Hebler's now just 10 seconds behind, so he's very close now to the grid in a safety car topic. As now, I need to clear my voice again, 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I just had to clear up my voice because it was kind of I was losing it a bit, so I basically took a bit of a drink so I could clear up again. And now I'm back normally with the voice. As now the safety car will be going in this lap, as now the Mercedes AMG safety car will peel in this lap, hopefully, if it does go in this lap. I definitely think, because everyone now is closed up together, Boyd Voss is going to definitely go a bit closer. Oi, annoying. Good evening. Let's go to Hebler and the Hebler. So the two brothers, Oi, annoying is supporting the two brothers here, who's going to both are going to try and do get a very good result. And now the safety car is going in this lap, as now we just need to see how will this start go. But now Gav will become the de facto safety car. He gets to control the pace and the speed of the grid here to the checkered flag, and now he's going to warm up the tyres. He's going to really try and push the car. I think he might have made contact here, Peter. Kev, but unfortunately, fortunately, catches up nicely, and now is 7 tenths ahead here. And now someone has gone into the pits here. The EK Bloody Legend and flat left. It could be for front wing changes, yes. Yeah, for flat left, yes. As well as for AK Bloody Legend, so something must have happened between them. But Unique J. And now Arpita side by side. Now this is very crucial to get this move done. Arpita though defending here, he knows he can get this podium by very highly now. But now Unique J really looking for the move here, because he doesn't want Kev to get a move away here. As now this could really be very crucial here, that Unique J does get the move done. He's using the battery, and now Arpita is trying to defend here as hard as he can, but Unique J doesn't go anywhere from that. As now it will be now Arpita here trying to defend here from Unique J, as now they're gonna try and defend here. Arpita now defending here by taking out the slipstream, but Boyd Voss is close now to Heblerino. He's now going for the move to the outside of Boyd Heblerino, and that's the move done. Now he's got his championship rival lined up just ahead, who has a 3-second time penalty, but now he's closing in on Arpita's yellow flag in sector 1. Two drivers collide. Pierre is retired, and that's a safety car. And the safety car has been deployed once again. And that could be very crucial here. That could be very important. But yeah, so that is going to be the safety car go out here for this race. And now, as you can see, Unique J is revving like that because he wants to lose himself a bit of fuel so he doesn't weigh that much, and that could really downgrade his pace by a lot. As now Unique J now, as you can see, is doing that so he can get some fuel down. As now Jutikev is now gonna try, as I'm losing my voice again, as he's gonna now get up to the safety car. 2 seconds, going quickly have a drink again. Alright then, I am back, and now hopefully, and now that is, my voice is now nicely cleared because I had a bit of a drink, but now I'm back up and ready to talk again. Hopefully I don't lose my voice again. If I do, then I'll have a drink again, because that's just what I have to do if I lose my voice again. Oh, Jutsikev made a mistake, and Peter's into the lead. He takes the lead off there very cheekily from Jutsikev there. And now someone spun, flat left has spun, as well as K-Nox Steph off in the distance. So something must have happened to him as well. Kind of curious what happened to him. But yeah, kind of interesting what happened there, but yeah. But yeah, so and now I believe the safety car could be going in the next lap. But yeah, I think that would be the deadline. As now currently our Peter is on course for the win, which is very interesting. Now yeah, pretty much we could see a very interesting race on the hands here with our Peter, the Portuguese driver. And I'll quickly look in the settings here if Jutsikev still has one warning. Let's go quickly go down. No, Unique J has no warning, and still Boy lost no warning as well for him. Shortbread with only one, Billy Meeson with one. I believe the safety car is going in this lap. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Actually, yeah, that was my fault. But anyway, the safety car is going in this lap. So now not Unique J. Our Peter now currently going now through, and now he's going to start the race here in the race lead. Pierre, I think you just typed something in the chat. But yeah, you said you could be bridge. Yeah, that was very unfortunate for you. But now now Jutsikev is now going to try and fight for the lead here. And now he tries to look for the inside. Unique J's trying to have a look at Jutsikev here. And now Jutsikev cannot attack our Peter just yet. He's still defending here from these drivers here. And our Peter is really defending here nicely. He's now Unique J is now in a battle with his championship leader. He leaves nice space here, good racing for the pair of them. But Unique J has stayed up there, and that is very good for his race. As now Jutikev now has got a very good speed out of the middle dangerous section now. But now, as you can see, Jutikev with that nice switchback. But now they're side by side going through the stadium section, and now Jutikev cuts his way through and he takes the lead. But now Arpita is going to try and definitely go for that now. And now he's going to drain his battery, as now he's going to use that. He's not going to use that anymore. But Boyd Voss is ahead. He's going to try and go for the double dive. He's not, but it's going to be a very big battle. Arpita's trying to go down his side. Makes contact at the back there with Boyd Voss. A bit of contact there. But Boyd Voss is now going to try and maybe go for an attack here very shortly on Arpita here, but I don't think he'll go for it just now. Still, Arpita can defend here, but there's yellow flags. K-Knock, Steffer's retired. Please don't tell me it's a safety car, and it's a virtual safety car this time. So now the drivers will reduce the speed by 40%, and now go slowly over the track now with only 15 laps to go now to the end of this race. And now currently now DRS is enabled. Now Arpita's kind of got a gap now to 1.3 seconds, and now Boyd Voss is going to try and get as close as possible to Arpita here, because if Arpita can hold on, then this would be a very good race. Boyd Voss is getting closer corner by corner. But yeah, so now currently Unique J is behind all this action between Boyd Voss and Arpita here. They're still battling here for the position of P2 and P3, as now it's going to be the battle for 18 points here, which could be very vital for Boyd Voss. Boyd Voss, as you can see, look at the overspeed he has. But now Boyd Voss is going to try and going for an attack, but he's going to stay behind here for the straight as Arpita. And now, as you can see, Unique J has kind of gone for a very, very, very audacious dive, and that kind of made him going to the end. They can go to the end, but they will be at very high risk for a puncture though. They could get a puncture or like 60% weight, but as you can see, Boyd Voss nearly gets ahead on the grass there, so that's how much Arpita squeezed him. Arpita trying to go for a move here on Boyd Voss. Boyd Voss is going to have the move though sealed with the DRS helping them there a lot, but Unique J is going to try and I'll get the positions back he had lost, and as you can see, he has not lost an awful amount of time as he hoped, which is great for him because he half spun, but yeah, he kind of done a very audacious dive, but that kind of was a very interesting one, but that was very good for him. They didn't get any track limits problems, but he has that 3-second time penalty though, which can really help the other drivers around him here, as Pierre Chou now gets past flat left, as Pierre Chou and flat left having a very big battle. Pierre Chou has a lot of desync here, as you can see he's lagging a lot here, and yeah, he's lagging a lot here. But yeah, so Pierre Chou now is going to has the DRS actually on flat left, but as you can see, Pierre Chou has a lot of desync here, and Pierre Chou needs to really sort out into it. But now look at Unique J and Heblerino here fighting. Heblerino has the inside though, but Unique J has the outside and now has the better line on the inside for Unique J and does get ahead here. And yeah, that's a very good move from him, as I'm quite happy of that move for Uni J, because obviously I'm a very huge fan of him because he's really done a great job this season. Bit of conflict there. Yeah, there was a bit of conflict, especially between Uni J and there. I've lost lap after that very audacious dive, but Uni J goes a bit deep as he just about gets through the corner there, and now through turn 17, now into turn 1, a very massive run down to turn 1 here. DRS is enabled here. Now you'll see the Ferrari of Unique J gaining closer and closer and closer, and now as you can see he'll have the Alfa Romeo out of his sight, but not just yet, as now Unique J is trying to have a move there, nicely looks, but now Peter kind of turns it in a slight bit on him, but now he hits Heblerino who nearly spins himself again. So a lot of action going on here, conflict as well as a lot. But now Unique J go for the audacious dive down the inside for the double overtake, and now they're side by side between Heblerino, but now he has to give up those positions. And Unique J very aggressive throughout this Grand Prix, as now there's yellow flags in sector 2, so I think that's the Aston Martin of Tabby Dobdex. But Unique J now is going to try and get the move done here with the DRS. He has the ERS and the DRS to get the move done, but unfortunately cannot get the move done just yet. But Unique J go for the dive. He's not going to go for the dive yet, but he could go for it, as he only got 11 laps left to do so, as now the Haas just split by 1.2 seconds, so quite close there. But Justy Kev has a 3-second time penalty, as now Unique J is now going to push as hard as he can to get P4 here. This is crucial for the championship, answering Pierre-Eric's chat there. Didn't see Unique. Yeah, exactly. He needs to get his championship points, though. That is why he knows the championship is at stake. He can go either way, especially. But now he's going to go down the inside. For a moment there, he was just on his rear tyre. There's a bit of a tap there, but that could maybe be front wing damage. Don't think it is, though. De Hebler gets a 3-second time penalty. Moves up to 12 seconds now against his name. As now through this twisty turvy section where a lot of drivers we saw recently going off around just this area, but now Unique J is now now just there, as you can see. They're very close to behind the Alfa Romeo here, as now the Alfa Romeo is going to have to defend here. Billy Musa is close behind as well, but as you can see, Pizza taking the wide line here. I don't think that was the best choice, but now they will go side by side. Unique J will have the DRS as well as our Pizza, but now they'll be side by side, level pegging here. But now Unique J is going to try and maybe go for the move, but Heblerino really helping here. Unique J really close. He gets another 3-second time penalty though, so he get another penalty here. That could really hurt him in this race. But our Peter and that's the belief, and yeah, that was the end. But here are the biggest drivers who gained the positions. So AK Bloody Legend and Shortbread have the most positions gained, with Heblerino with 5 and Pierre Chou as well. Pressure, yeah, definitely, it's just the pressure he has, but now he's going to try and relieve that pressure. And now but we all know Unique J keeps his cool to the last corner of the race. He keeps his cool. He knows how to drive. He knows how to drive smartly. He knows that, because I've raced with him before, very hard before. I've raced with him a lot of times. Both of us have great respect for each other, and And now Unique J is going to try and look for a move here down into turns 1, 2, 3 and 4, but unfortunately he's just not too close enough to go for that move on the Alfa Romeo, because Heblerino is giving Oppie to that DRS, which is very well needed. But since that has been going on, Mr. Boyd Voss, it's not good for news for Unique J, as now Boyd Voss has taken the lead. Tabby Dog access the fastest lap on the soft tyres with a 1 minute 17.0. But Unique Jutsi Kev now down to P2. Boyd Voss takes the lead here. Now this is crucial, because now this is 15 points down. And as if this stands, and Boyd Voss gets a penalty though. That is great news for Unique J though. But now I'm quickly looking. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm gonna quickly just have a look at the championship, but it's currently 15 points between them. So it will be, if it stands like this, it will be level pegging. But Unique J goes into the pits though, as it's a safety car. Oh wow, safety car deployed. Oh wow, what on earth has happened? And now this is great. This is very good, yeah, for you. Not very good for Hebler. For good for people without penalty. Exactly. Now they can get closer. But now we'll see the gap. Now, will Unique J get close enough? As now we will see the gap to leader. So the gap to leader is 31 seconds. So this could be very interesting. So at the moment, Piastri gets a drive-through penalty, speeding onto the safety car. So that is not going to really help him. Which most definitely. But the gap is 32 seconds. And that is going to be a very, very interesting one. Boyd Voss goes into the pits here for some tyre changes here. And now goes into the pits here for fresh tyres. And there is Kebab here. He's going to get ahead. But Unique J won't get ahead though. Unfortunately, which is not good for him. But yeah, that was very, very good. As now Piastri gets another drive-through penalty. Piastri really needs to watch out here. He's speeding up so much here. He could get a... He could be really... He got us 2 drive-throughs. I've never seen a driver with 2 drive-through penalties. So Piastri really needs to watch out. Yeah, Josikev did not pit. Yes, that is true. As well as Kebab. Now this is quite inviting. Because now BSDNF for me TBH. Someone break track on my first aid car. Yeah, oh, that's really unfortunate for you, Vex. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. Maybe team orders to let Boyd Voss. Yeah, exactly. So he can maybe get the lead back, but I'm not sure on 100%. I think I just got a message. No, it was a notification. Something different. That's why. But yeah, currently, if it ends like this, it will be a gap of, okay, so 15 points for third and then 8 points for sixth. So it would be 7 points if it ends like this. 7 points, but it could go a lot lower. Because of Billy Musa doesn't have a penalty, so this could really go either way in this race. Billy Misu, though, I don't believe he needs to get one more warning. Yes, he does. He needs to get one more warning to get a penalty. Next week's sprint will be crucial, exactly. And also, quick spoiler alert, so I will be now driving the Premier Series, not in the Super League. I am fast, I kind of am fast enough for the Super League, but I kind of don't, I was like, I'll do the Premier Series, why not? Because I kind of wanted to do the Premier Series, because I think that kind of was my go-to. And yeah, because I wanted the top race with the top drivers, but yeah, Bahrain will be my first one, which I will expect to be definitely very slow, because yeah, the thing is, I'm just so, the curbs just hate me, Piero. The curbs just absolutely hate me. It's like, the curbs are like full of people who hate me. Like, it's like the curbs like have like a pushing system, like for me, just designed for me, because I just spin for some reason, man. Like it's because of my pedals as well, because I have to because when I don't use my throttle saturation for a lot, then I have to increase it, so that's why I have to go on the throttle a lot more, and and that's why I spin a lot, because of my throttle. But I'm getting a new wheel probably later on. But anyway, safety car is in this lap, but now Boydvoss and now Kebab is now fighting here a lot. But now RP's a look at him. He's absolutely going for it. On Boydvoss now, RP here for the double overtake. It's 3 wide between them now, and now Boydvoss has got to go for that overtake, and now he takes P2, and now there's contact, and that is not Unique J. For a moment I thought it was, but Kebab unfortunately spins there. Unfortunately, Unique J now needs to close up here. Pietru's retired here in the pits, I believe, or just at the end of the pits. I'm not moved over that side. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, but what I was going back to, I have a Logitech G29. I'm looking for another G29, but a new one, because the old one. Because if I have a new G29, I'm gonna be very quick, instantly. Because the one which I have right now, it's everything alright, but the mounting is broken. It's like if you hear it, my wheel just moves and the entire thing moves. And I gotta move the right hand side to so you can stay in position, but that breaks, and then my thing just goes. Oh no, what happened? What happened to Unique? Front wing. Oh wow, what happened to him? Oh, this is now gonna get Boydvoss the championship lead. This will give it, unless he gets another penalty. Jutsi gets retired. What's happened? Oh my days, what on earth is happening here? The top 3 drivers, one is now into P9 now, and the other one has DNF'd. What on earth is happening? This race has just gone to the absolute down point here. What on earth is happening? But now look at Billy Misu and Alpito battling for the podium positions here. And Heblerino could go for his first win the Weekend League season 7 or 8 champion. So the champion Alpito turned into me, and to Kebab into Unique. What happened to Kebab though? Kevin Jotzi, do you know what happened to Unique J? But I'm not sure what happened to him. I think everything was right, but maybe just had contact with someone. What happened to me in the race in the premises first? I hit someone and they were moving on the braking, so yeah, I was kind of annoyed by that, but obviously also Vita. Wow, the half grid DNF. Yeah, Pierre, we kind of expect that, because obviously. You expect that very a lot, because this track is very DNF kind of prone. There's a lot of areas where you can DNF, so kind of is a reasonable one, but As you can see, Unique J's Kebab's tires are really going down here. 20 laps. I'm out of Super League if RP to take part of this league. Alright, then I'll replace you. I'm joking now. I'm joking. This is disgusting. Yeah, it happens, mate. But Boyd Ross is now on to the final lap here. But I think Hebler won't get his first win because that gap's now 4 seconds instead of 3. So I think we could. I think that's out of the equation now. But it's now the final lap. Boyd Ross is going to go for the checkered flag, and will take the championship unless he somehow crashes here. Unless he somehow just dramatically loses it, and if he does, I'm done. I'm actually done with the Mexico. I'm never commentating Mexico. I'm never driving it. Me and you, Kebab. Oh wow, your viewing party. Takeover. Why? But still, Boyd Voss has survived the dangerous area, so now he's not going to definitely crash. But now Boyd Voss has done everything he has to. He has worked hard. This entire race, the firework, I forgot what they're called, but anyway, he crosses the line and will be the Super League Championship leader in very good style. And his championship rivals down at 9th. But that is a great result, and Boyd Voss will be your championship leader after this Grand Prix. Heblerino with 2nd, Billy Misu 3rd, taking the podium, Arpita with 4th, Shortbread 5th, Flat Left with 6th, and then the Hebler 7th, Kebab Arders 8th, and then 9th is Mr. Unique J. Unfortunately, not the best for him. He unfortunately has to concede that championship lead, which he has been holding on for such a long time. But unfortunately, the championship lead changes hands, but now the gap is 11 points, I believe. So now this is good. 9 points, I believe. So yeah, a massive table turning, and that is very big for this race. But Boyd Voss takes the win, as now will be a new championship leader. Boyd Voss takes the race win here in the Haas. Great result for him. Heblerino 2nd. Billy Misu takes 3rd, his first podium in the Super League, as well as Heblerino in the Super League, with Arpita 4th, Shortbread 5th, Flat Left 6th, De Hebler 7th, and Kebab 8th. And unfortunately, Unique J, after some contact, I believe, with Arpita, goes into 9th, but it has the fastest lap of 1:15.7, which will be extra 1 point for him, so that is going to be great for him. Jutsikev is and the DNFs are Jutsikev Pieshu, Tabi Dobdex, AK Bloody Legend, K-Knock Steph, Piero Born Evil, and Jamie Cyril. So has full damage whole race, like myself. Oh wow, yeah, very unfortunate for you then. Really good recovery for 5th though, very good job from you, mate. Very, very proud of that, definitely for you. Yeah. But yeah, Vex, yeah, if any of you have problems, if you want to like claim anything, just go into the chat and then just press claim, and you'll be given a claim roll, and you can post your evidence, and then with a reasonable claim to do so. But that is everything from me today. So on Friday, I believe it's GT Sport now. I think GT Sport is taking place soon. I think GT Sport is on this Friday, if I'm correct. And then on Tuesday will be Premier Series. Tomorrow, I believe Lukey Boy will commentate that, or maybe one of the new commentators. This Friday, yeah, I was right. Yes, but yeah, the GT7 Mini Championship is going to be taking place on Nürburgring on this Friday. Just make sure you tune in on that for GT Sport, and then on Tuesday will be the Premier Series for the sprint race for Bahrain. Make sure you get you're laughing up to the ultimate week, because I'll crash, hopefully, and I'll spin on the turn 5 and 6, that's what definitely I'll spin. But yeah, I think I'll happen anyway, but I'll try my best for the sprint in the Williams. But yeah, and then on Wednesday this time next week will be the sprint race as well for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and then for the final round will be around the Brazil, which is very, very controversial. But thank you everyone for joining in this stream. Very crazy, but thank you and have a great evening everyone. And it's me, Zexify, signing off.